And we're back with 3 games in 3 minutes. Darren Gladstone, senior editor of Games for Windows magazine, joining me again. We've got 3 new games for you, 2 for the PC, 1 for the DS. Let's start with the PC, and that's Enemy Territory, Quake Wars. Go for it.
So basically, there's the GDF and the Strogg. GDF, human forces, conventional weapons, tanks, jeeps, ATVs, stuff like that, cast in the relatively near future. Then you have the Strogg. Totally, like, crazy alien technology, hovercrafts, walking mechs, cyborg, Borg kind of creations, and it's a team-based multiplayer game that it's strictly meant for online play. So I mean, there is a bot mode that'll help you get up to speed on things, but you're really going to get the most out of this by just jumping in, joining a good team, and just learning as you go. The whole interesting point about what they're doing here is that it's objective-based gameplay, and it's forcing the combat along a certain path. So, like, let's say you have to build a bridge. The one team has to try to build that bridge and kind of push into enemy territory, and then you have the people on the defense that want to stop you from building that bridge and moving on to the next objective point. The
next one is also for the PC, and it's a real-time strategy, World in Conflict.
This is Red Dawn, the game. Basically, it's an alternate take on history where Russia invades the U.S., the height of the Cold War, and well, in the late '80s, basically, the last desperation play. So. And it takes place on American soil. You're commanding troops that are kind of like isolated and trying to like you start off trying to recapture Seattle and then escape Seattle. Mm-hmm. And the storyline follows this, logical path. Well, not a logical path, but a very interesting path, I should say, in that you really do feel like you're playing more of a Counter-Strike of RTSs, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Because you have certain roles. There's like support troops, infantry, airborne, tanks.
Let's move on to the action-adventure game for the DS, Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass. Give us a rundown.
All right, so first of all, you have lowered expectations when it comes to a handheld game. You figure it'll look okay, or you don't usually compare it to, let's say, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which actually is what this game is based upon. It's kind of like a jump-off point from there. So the short version is, yes, it looks really good for a handheld, and it plays really well, and it takes full advantage of what you can do with the touchscreen. So the short version is, you use the stylus to do just about everything in this game. You are dragging along to make your character move. You slice to, slash at enemies, and other things, like let's say you want to. There's like a world map constantly open on the second screen. You toggle it down, you can jot notes. Like if you talk to people, you find clues in the world, and you could jot down notes for the what to do in the game world.
Okay.
But it's it's more than just like little tips, little things here and there. It really does take full advantage of the touch screen throughout the game. Whether it's navigating your ship, like basically you have a world view of where you want to steer your ship, so you draw a squiggle on the map, and your ship follows that path to get to the next destination.
Thank you, Darren. Appreciate it very much. That's it for this week. 2 games for the PC, Enemy Territory Quake Wars, and World in Conflict. And finally, for the DS, action-adventure Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Enjoy them, and back to you guys.
Grenade! Grenade! Grenade!